So here we are, game number 1 actually, of a best of 1. I'm just trying to work out why my game sounds are not making any noise whatsoever. Sound is definitely enabled. I'll try and fix this while I'm talking to you, so I apologize for this. But anyway, spawning up in the top right hand position, representing himself, it is Dimaga. And his opponent, down in the lower left, the yellow Zerg player, it is Revolver. So, a nice little bit of ZvZ, and I am going to try and keep a good little look on everything that's going on, but I'm also busy trying to make sure that, for whatever reason, there is no sound coming through from my computer that I know why, and I'm having to do some weird stuff, so I'm hoping this fixes up quite quickly. As I'm busy trying to monitor streams and also get this to work again, the silly thing. Right, now we can hear it. This is good. It took a while. Anyway, let me have a look at what's going on in this game now that the technical issues are of course all fixed. But it wouldn't be a StarCraft 2 stream without some technical issues occurring occasionally. In terms of openings, nothing too scary, nothing too crazy. Just check that there's no spawning pool already finished. No, nothing that untoward happened. We're just getting a hatch burst coming down from both players actually. So this could be a very economic base build from both of them. Could also be some kind of very aggressive Zergling play off the two bases. You never know. It's something that could happen. When you see the gas timings, that's usually quite a good way to predict what players have planned and what they're going to be going for. Spawning pools though, coming on both sides. Gasless is certainly a possibility off of this, but not for Dimaga as he starts up that first extract now. Meanwhile, Revolver, he isn't running for a gas yet, just getting it slightly later, as I curse myself by saying he's not looking for it. Overgrowth, nice two-player map, so they know where each other are spawning, they know what they should be doing. But yeah, this is all going pretty nice actually, early on in the game. Of course, these two battling it out to get into the the quarterfinals. That becomes best of 3, and the winner of this will be facing Hyun in that quarterfinal game. Not an easy feat. It's not something that I would really want to be doing, but I wouldn't really want to play any of these guys because they would trounce me. But still, Hyun, he is a WCS America champion. He is an incredibly good and talented Zerg, and so he's going to be a worthy foe for the winner of this series to be trying to go through to get to that semi-final match. Overall, openings, we've got 100 gas now for Dimaga. He starts up speed and keeps all 3 drones in gas for the moment. This could signal some earlier baneling play, relatively quick tech, but otherwise, it's no big giveaway as of yet. Meanwhile, over on Revolver's side, he's up at 120 gas, but hasn't started speed yet. This is quite curious, especially since he's pulled all but 1 drone out of that. I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that it's a mistake, because Revolver is a great player, but it is slightly curious what he's got planned with this. 1 drone in gas after reaching 100 but not actually starting speed is slightly weird in terms of an opening, especially with no lair or anything like that. Could just look to go straight into a couple of roaches if need be, and that could work well if there is anything going well. But Dimaga, he's preparing for a little bit of Zergling baneling aggression. We know it's likely to be aggression simply because he doesn't have a defensive spine, he's got the baneling nest up quick, and he's still keeping those drones in gas. Meanwhile, Revolver is going for that nice quick roach run as well as the early lair timing. Just not, in my opinion, the most optimized build. If you've got that gas sitting around for quite a while, not doing anything, is there a better way you can refine that build down? But will it matter if the wall-off comes down? Probably not. This is a relatively safe way to try and hold this early aggression through. But Dimaga, he's just switching away from that now. Second he saw that wall-off complete, adds in a Rotron, adds in some additional gases going up to 4, plus he grabs the evolution chamber. But only 1. Only 1 evo? That means something quite simple. That means that he's going for the missile attack upgrade only. Does allow him to get a slightly quicker third though than his opponent. He's already got a drone coming over here for that. Meanwhile, Revolver, I'm waiting to see where all of his money goes because he's got a lot of minerals. 600 odd just chilling there, but not enough gas to utilize it effectively in producing a lot of roaches yet. Has gone up to the 3 gases though. She should be able to just do an awful lot of pumping. But as of yet, not too much else to really say about. Probably just going to be some kind of look at a timing with the roach speed upgrade, going for a bit of aggression, because every second that really we don't see Revolver take a third base, Dimaga gets into a better spot. And because Revolver knows about this, thanks to the Overlord scouting the third, what we should be seeing is something along the lines of an aggressive play to try and punish that. Because whenever you've got a third base coming down, you know for definite that your opponent is got resources tied up in that. And so they cannot, in theory, get out the same sort of army value to defend. But they do still have defender's advantage. The time across the map is time where, obviously, as a Zerg player, you can pump out a lot of units, depending on when your larvae were tied up. And that could be powerful. And if this third isn't punished by this very aggressive roach play, Dimaga, he's going to be in a good spot. Roach count, though, is 20 to 9. That's a fairly big advantage that Revolver is going to be running with here. He's also going to have the +1 missile attack, whereas Dimaga won't. Numbers and better upgrades, that's substantial. In comes Revolver now. He gets a nice concave initially, takes out 2 roaches for 1. Nice trades like this are going to be very important for him. He's running straight for this natural. Failing doesn't get the greatest hit, and this attack arc is just great for Revolver. There's not really much coming from behind. Dimaga not taking a great fight here. Down in the upgrade, still +1 for him. Another 10 seconds in game away, and this fight could all but be over by that point. Revolver, he has got so many more roaches and is continuing to rally them across the map. 10 more in production, and Dimaga is really struggling at this stage. He is caught in a much larger concave than what he's able to achieve. Numbers are hugely in Revolver's favour, and while the upgrades have now been leveled out, can it ever be enough? Well, Dimaga, he's doing everything in his power to try and hold this, but just numbers are massively in Revolver's favour, and he's doing a lot of damage. In terms of the drone count, Dimaga now down. He's lost 15 workers already. His roach count, 7 to 19, and while they may still be running across the map, a lot of them are here and are dishing out that damage. Dimaga doing everything in his power to try and hold this aggression off, and he's slowly stabilizing the roach numbers just as the reinforcements take a bit longer to get across the map for his opponent compared to him. But the damage, it has already been done. Behind this, Revolver is now transitioning into some drone production, seeing that the numbers are swinging in Dimaga's favour. He's just focusing on just trying to get as much as he possibly can out in terms of that drone numbers. And that drone count is now hugely in Revolver's favour. Dimaga, is he going to try and go for a counter-attack? With the 7 additional roaches coming through, it should be. But how effective can you ever get when you are down so far in the worker count? While the roach count is slightly higher now, Revolver should be expecting this. He's got 12 more roaches in production, and he can afford to do this thanks to that additional income. And it's not just a small amount. This is a huge amount more income for Revolver. Dimaga, though, he is going for this. Trying to just clump in. Not too many roaches actually engaging here, and that's giving Revolver a very nice trade. Resources lost are hugely in his favour at this early stage of the map. GG, good luck is called, and Revolver is going to take this game and advance on to face Hyun in the quarterfinals.